both of us are somehow in the media industry, right? Talking to people and getting to know each other is something that just humans do, which I've not been doing much of, very frankly. So I that's the reason I was like, okay, even though it's a bit stressful right now and I have to get into hair and makeup right now for the next 4 hours, I will still go ahead and do this because it'll be a new experience.
I love that mentality. I think it's such a great mindset. And I remember when I first moved to LA, Brian Grazer, who's a legendary Hollywood producer and creator, he does this thing that he calls curious conversations. And so once a month or whatever it is, he randomly picks someone that he finds interesting and he invites them over to his home to just hang out with.
Wow.
And it's his ability to just be able to have a random conversation, have a random interaction that may or may not lead to something professional. Sometimes it doesn't go anywhere.
Exactly. Like there's no agenda behind it. It's just a conversation, which you'd land up. That's so interesting, actually. I don't really go for any parties or as such. And even if I go, it's usually just to like show face and like, you know, be there for a couple of minutes and leave. I like to hang out with my close friends and we sit and we talk, and that also doesn't happen very often. So literally, I was saying this to, I think, a friend of mine the other day. So I've forgotten what it is to have a conversation and just ask people questions and have them ask me questions and just exchange and share. I've always said this before, I'm not good with small talk. And the reason I'm not good with small talk is because I know it's just small and it's specifically for that moment. So I can't really indulge in small talk very well. But conversation I actually can do, and I used to do very well. But something's happened in the last couple of years. I'm not sure. I don't know whether it was COVID also in the middle that just sort of isolated all of us into our own cocoons. And then life takes over. I, became a mum. All my energies kind of focused there. I felt like I was retracting a lot, generally, even like, conversation-wise. I also have this thing where I take trips within a conversation. Like I take a flight and I come back. But just getting to know people is always it's a different, facet to life and to your day.
Yeah. It almost requires like a different skill set,
it does.
Different part of your brain, a different part of your mind. And if you get out of practice, it can feel really hard to do that. How will I know if you... Oh, sorry, go on.
How do you know if I've taken a flight?
I was going to say, how will I know that you've taken a flight?
I think you'd know.
Okay.
You'd know.
Okay.
You'll just see it on my face. Yeah, I also feel like a lot of what I've learned in life is through conversation, one person said this to me, or the other guy was saying this to that guy and I picked this up. I'll pick up more from what I hear